setting it a few moments ago. Their Steelers emerge from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Houston Texans. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Texans, it's been a great start to the season. Back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally down at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
And that's definitely the way you get things started. That's the way it was drawn up in the locker room, in pregame, and everything. And they got it done right away, running the ball for a big game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A shotgun snap for Watson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
2nd down and goal. Watson got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Houston.
Will Fuller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now here's Johnson. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Steeler offense set to go to work, and once again at the helm, their longtime starter, that's Ben Roethlisberger.
And for Ben Roethlisberger, there are a lot of question marks coming into this year because he missed nearly all of 2019 with an elbow injury. And if he were younger, maybe not as many questions. But he turned 38 back in March. And now the Pittsburgh Steelers expect to see the old Ben Roethlisberger, who's thrown for over 56,000 yards in his career, leading their team.
They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 2.
To throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. Ebron with it over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. He's able to knock that one away.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose, and the Texans scoop it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Now here's David Johnson in the Houston offense yet again. And no doubt he's come out of the gate strong. Only in week 3, and you see the numbers thus far.
And we always talk about identity, setting a tone, you know, getting the groundwork laid for the season or for a game. And that's what they've done with the running game so far. It reminds me of when I first went to the University of Tennessee. And believe it or not, I was a quarterback for a day and a half. And the first practice session, the first play we ran was 28 pitch, which is a toss sweep. And I remember the offense coordinator saying, that's our identity, that's our bread and butter, that's the basis of our offense. We got to get that down right here, right now. I think we're seeing some of that in this running game here.
So did you not get that down, and that's why you were moved to the defense, or what?
I don't know for that reason, but I do know I saw a couple of guys throw, and immediately they were saying, you know, you need to learn how to backpedal.
Hey, you turned into a heck of a DB, though, partner. After 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd down now, it's Johnson. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 18-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Ball carrier,
David Johnson. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away from way up at the 23. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
at their own 36-yard line.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think they're going to stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They needed a yard. They got it. First down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
7-yard line.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Roethlisberger got to get his guys to the line as quick as he can. Got an open man. It's Washington. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage. After the sack on first down, Roethlisberger. And the Texans scoop it. He's at the 30. past the 20.
Can't be denied, boy.
And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown.
Hey, get in there, get what you want, Jay. Get in there, get what you want, boy.
This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Extra point forthcoming. And it is now 21-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Switzer on the return. The Steelers take over.
We focus our attention now on the quarterback, Ben Roethlisberger. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Looking deep here for Ebron. And this is caught at the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Eric Ebron, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. And while the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no...
David Johnson on his way. And how about that for just running out the clock?
David Johnson on the carry. He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll begin up at US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. And in the second quarter, it's the Vikings who are out on top. Kirk Cousins has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, let's hop over to New England. Check out the Patriots at home in Foxborough. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Raiders. Julian Edelman, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville. see what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. And it was the visiting Dolphins who were able to get the victory. 30-27 was the final. In the game you're watching is Deshaun Watson, who was the star of the first half. His guys have a 2-touchdown lead as we hand it back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. J.J. Watt in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. To try again after the sack. Roethlisberger. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Oh, and now contact up front. And if this is what I think it is, this will be a first down. File that under the heading of catastrophe there.
No doubt about it. You're about to get the ball back, and yet you can't hold your water. End up jumping, and now you give him a first down.
Roethlisberger on target to Washington. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Complete to James Washington.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
43-yard line.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Roethlisberger, open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. This is Johnson, he's got it. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
That's good.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Johnson the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and goal from the 8-yard line.
2nd down and 8. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
At their own 34.
So here are the Texans to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Houston.
Watson's pass.
A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans will add on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And oh, he coughed it up. And the Texans say they have it. They do.
Pass complete. Fumble on the play.
There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Texans capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Looking to throw again on second down. Roethlisberger. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Roethlisberger's pass.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, but after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. But now it'll be third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
Roethlisberger's pass.
And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25.
It's 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this Texans defense stands tall. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Throwing now, Watson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Joe Hayden.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Gain of 16 yards.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Texans first
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To the air yet again, Watson. It's complete, Stills. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now a first down throw, Watson. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Kenny Stills.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Going for it all. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Complete to
Kenny Stills. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now this will make it into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And now out come the Steelers. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
On the coverage defensively.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Ben to throw again. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Intended for James Washington.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Roethlisberger's pass intercepted by the Texans. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the
David Johnson on his way. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3.
Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Texans, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they'll fall to 1-2, and they'll try